Chairman McGinn, members of the State Committee, local activists, and guests. I see so many friends and allies in this room, and it means a lot to me. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all you do to build our Republican Party here in Massachusetts. My name is Kirsten Hughes, and I'm excited and proud to be here as a lifelong Republican to be a candidate for the chairman of the Massachusetts Republican Party. Before I get started, I'd really like to thank Rick Green. He has brought an energy and enthusiasm to this race that I appreciate. And if I am fortunate to win tonight, my first act as chairman will be to ask Rick to join my team, as Jean already has stated for us. As a party, we face many challenges that I see as opportunities. Specifically, we have a special election for the Senate coming up, and 5 special elections for the State House. I am ready to head to Merrimack Street tomorrow morning to get to work without delay. How we do in these special elections will have a direct impact on our ability to motivate the grassroots and raise funds for the 2014 cycle and beyond. The 2012 election cycle did not deliver the results that reflected our efforts on the ground, on the phone, at rallies, and with our friends and neighbors in our living rooms, trying to change the direction of our state and our party, and our nation. It is vital our party talk together to figure out how we may move forward and become stronger, and that means understanding and acknowledging where we have fallen short. It starts with committing to work toward our shared goals across so many issue areas, and refusing to fall into the traps set by the media and Democrats designed to divide us. Democrats know that if they have to engage with Republicans on the issues, they're not going to win. So they seek to divide us and distract our public. As chairman, I will never apologize, hear me now, for being a Republican. And I will proudly advance our Republican ideals of smaller government and fiscal conservatism. Our state and our party both face serious challenges, and these two circumstances are not unrelated. What has monopoly Democrat control gotten us in this state? Massachusetts has the 4th highest state and local tax rate nationwide. And as we heard, Governor Patrick has proposed one of the most irresponsible budgets in our state's history. And we recently learned that economic growth in the 4th quarter was negative. Scandal after scandal appears on the cover of every paper in our state. These things are only possible because of one-party rule on Beacon Hill. Unless and until we elect more Republicans to hold Democrats accountable at every level of government, we will be in the same position we are now, pointing out hypocrisy and corruption and picking up the tab. Making Massachusetts better and stronger starts with making our Republican Party better and stronger, and that's why I'm running for chairman. I truly believe that our conservative ideals and principles are right for Massachusetts. As was stated before by Christine Cedrone, I am a lifelong Quincy Republican from a working class background. My mother was a public school teacher, and my dad is one of 14 children. It's not easy. My parents worked hard so they could send me to Catholic school and provide the strong foundation that I've relied on in school, at work, and in my home city of Quincy, where I live with my husband Phil, and our son John, who's home right now, asleep, I hope. After college, I went on to law school and obtained my JD from the New England School of Law. I passed the bar here in Massachusetts and went on to work at the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office and for the federal government, where I help prosecute fraud and abuse cases within federal agencies. Both were tough jobs that took a lot of willpower and an ability and determination to press on in difficult circumstances. Not much different from being a young Republican growing up in Quincy. I've been working in the grassroots of our Republican Party here for almost as long as I can remember. As many of you might know, I started when I was in middle school stuffing envelopes and knocking doors for our then gubernatorial candidate, and it just went on from there. I have volunteered and worked on local campaigns ever since. All of us in this room know that there are many ways to support a campaign. It can be anything from cutting a check and wishing the candidate good luck, to organizing fundraisers, hosting coffees, asking folks to knock doors, canvassing for signatures, and developing a strong campaign strategy to win. I have done all of these things, and I'm proud to be a candidate who has done all of these things. Running successful campaigns requires campaign experience, and I'm proud of my long record of service. When I praise our party's grassroots, I'm not merely paying lip service to them. I am a grassroots activist and a local elected official. I have worked alongside all of you for these past years and done the job as a member of a team. In 2010, I led the field effort for the Mass GOP. I worked in the trenches with candidates like Kim Ferguson, with state committee members like Judy Crocker, and with grassroots activists like Mary Burns. I know you're in the back of the house somewhere. While not much was expected of our successes that year, our state rep wins turned out to be the lone bright spot in another difficult election cycle for Republicans statewide, and we doubled our numbers of state reps in Beacon Hill. Recently, I helped lead a team that raised $42 million. More money than any other Republican senator, and more than most presidential candidates. I personally managed a portfolio of $15 million comprised of hundreds of statewide donors. I know that in order to raise money and sustain and grow a party, you need a finance program that relies on large and small donors, events, mail, telemarketing, and a strong online fundraising presence. I know many of you are concerned about funding grassroots campaigns. I am too. I have to fund one every 2 years. I look forward to bringing these contacts to the party to fund all of our candidates up and down the ballot. After so many years of helping candidates, I decided to do what many of you on our state committee have done, and I stepped up to the plate and ran for a seat on the Quincy City Council. Lots of people say that Republicans can't win in cities. Well, I know that's not true because I did it. It's not easy, and especially in a district where Democrats outnumber Republicans 9-1. It takes a lot of hard work and the dedication of a great city committee who are here tonight, and I want to thank them. And of course, having some experience working on successful and even unsuccessful campaigns. My race shows that our message of smaller, more efficient government can be successful anywhere if taken to the doorsteps by dedicated, hard-working candidates and grassroots activists. In 2014, I expect Republicans will have both more and better opportunities to change the political culture and landscape in our cities and towns, on Beacon Hill and on Capitol Hill. I'm excited to see so many Republicans here tonight to share your ideas, lend your efforts, and talk together about how we can grow our party. This is how we do it. This is where it starts. I'm the only candidate in this race who has tested experience organizing at the grassroots level, raising campaign funds, and winning at the local level. Having worked at all levels of the Massachusetts Republican Party as a longtime volunteer, a campaign staffer, and a candidate myself, I know what we do well and where we could do better. My plan focuses on 5 distinct areas: candidate recruitment, strengthening our town and city committees, training grassroots activists in technology, fundraising, media, and voter outreach, raising funds that will stay at the Mass GOP for down-ballot races, and developing a coordinated campaign that benefits all of our candidates. I'm confident and I'm convinced there is a desire for real reform here in Massachusetts. And now is our time to take a stand and seize this opportunity. As the true state of our state becomes clearer, Republicans show that we have better ideas, stronger resolve, and the will to lead in difficult times. I ask you, all of you, to join me in this fight, and I respectfully ask the members of the Massachusetts Republican State Committee for your vote. Thank you, and God bless the Massachusetts Republican Party.